Good morning, y'all. 5:01 a.m., 47.7 degrees on the 27th of July. Makes it day 116. Bounce back day. I'm waking up. All right, good morning again, folks. It is 6:21 in the morning and 55.8 degrees. So nice. Pretty nice little morning. Yeah, slept pretty good last night. Again, never really got super cold. No weather to speak of. So just kind of nice sleeping situation. Yesterday, of course, kind of rough second half of the day, but I'll tell you, man, when I lay down to process the video last night, I felt pretty good about some of those shots, man. So it goes to show you, don't let the what is it, perfect be the enemy of the good, or something like that. It was definitely a good day, if an exceptionally hard second half. All the same, yesterday was yesterday. Today there's whole new steps on a trail to hike, so I'm pretty excited about that. I will say one more thing about yesterday, though, that man, the color test at the end of the day before I climbed into my tent told me I hadn't drank enough water yesterday, so that's something I got to be better about. I'm not sure that I ate enough snacks yesterday, so that those two things certainly could have contributed to the day being a little harder than it had to be, or at least feeling a little harder than it had to. So I got to try and rectify both of those things today and do better. That's fine. Those are controllable variables. Yeah, what I'm not certain about today is how far we're getting. I think I stopped like 7 miles or something short of what I had charted for yesterday. And as far as linear distance, I think, oh gosh, how do I say this? All right, so the point where I had originally charted to stay last night is 7 miles beyond where I stopped. The mileage itself got all kind of screwy because of the weird routes I was taking. But I don't really care about distance so much as I care about progress. And I was about 7 miles short of my progress yesterday. But today was also slated to be a 26-mile day, so I think the plan is tomorrow was slated to be a 23 or something, so just a little bit shorter for sure. I'm going to try and get beyond 26 today, but I really don't know. After yesterday, kind of all bets are off, but it's no less the case right now than it was 48 hours ago that I need to hit my benchmarks in order to stay on track for this jump. So that's kind of what the plan is. I did kind of treat myself, slept in. This morning I did not set my alarm for 5. I woke up at 4:30 and I was like, nope. And went right back to sleep for another 30 minutes. And then also, in keeping with that trend of treating myself, decided to go ahead and smash a couple ibuprofen this morning as well, just for the right ankle. So hopefully that'll be great. And I think that's about all I got. Mosquitoes are madness, but what do you want? Yeah, I'm gonna get hiking, and I'll definitely check back with you guys a little bit later on. One other thing I forgot to mention, sorry, I just came back on, is that if I'm doing my math correctly, I think that this video comes out on August 8th, and if that's the case, very, very, very happy birthday, Wum. Love you very much. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for everything. Great sister, great friend, great person. So if this video is out on August 8th, very happy birthday, Wum. If not, very happy early or late birthday. All right, back to hiking. guys, it is 6 past 12 and 70.4 degrees. Just beginning my descent down off of the second pass of the day already. Second pass of the day and not yet a quarter past noon. This was Nord Pass, N-O-R-D, Nord Pass. Just wanted to snap on real quick and give a quick view dedication to one Kirby Wiseman. Thank you so much, Kirby. I really appreciate your donation to the hike. Here is a pretty spectacular, if I may say so myself, little view for you to enjoy here off the north side of Nord Pass in the Jedediah Smith wilderness. So anyways, thank you so much for donating. I'll keep hiking. I'll get back with you guys. Okay folks, good afternoon. It is 3:57 post meridian and 78.6 degrees in the shade, which is where I've been for the last hour or so. Just made a quick, well, not super quick, but just had a little lunch of, you know, double pack of ramen. Y'all know me by now. Did a mix of like the stir fry noodle from Indio May and the barbecue chicken, also from Indio May or whatever. I think that's how it's said. I don't really know. I've never really read it with tremendous care. But that's the Indonesian ramen. Anyways, enough about lunch. Today's been a good day so far. So I just missed 10 miles by 10 a.m. by half a mile. But honestly, I'm fine with that. I kind of had that in mind when I broke camp this morning, and I would have made it if not for the fact that I had to stop and filter water. So, oh my goodness, why do I always hit record at a hill? And frankly, with having been insufficiently hydrated yesterday, I really wanted to stay hydrated today. So, missing it by a half mile, that doesn't bother me at all. The main goal, stay healthy. So, staying hydrated is definitely an important part of that. But anyways, once I had almost hit 10 by 10, my next goal was 20 by 3, which I made, if only by the skin of my teeth, but made nonetheless. Part of it, there were just those two big passes that I had to come up in the first half of the day. And man, that second pass was like, whew, not only steep, but like treacherous. Just a lot of loose everything. And the majority of that climb was what I'd like to refer to as no fall zone, which I shouldn't have to explain, just means no falling allowed. Read into that what you may. And then for a while there, probably a mile or two or something, there was just no trail whatsoever. I mean, US Geological Survey maps had a trail, and Gaia believed there to be a trail there, but conditions on the ground were totally different. There was absolutely no discernible trail whatsoever. For some portion, there was a trail that was just so overgrown that I think if I hadn't walked 2,000 miles already, 1,900 miles already, I would have had a hard time following it. But whatever, it was fine. I was able to navigate. It was never too terrible, and honestly, the fact that there had at one time been a trail there, even though at this point it was entirely indistinguishable, at least told me that topographically it was going to be passable, which is a whole heck of a lot more than I can say for conditions yesterday. Look at this cool old mossy tree stump. That's pretty neat. Yeah, so a little bit slow going this first half of the day. I do have one more big climb at least. Although I think it looks like it's going to be hopefully perhaps the gentlest of the three, which would be lovely. And as I said, it's about 4 o'clock, so if I were to be able to speed up a little, and if I were to hike until 7, could find myself in a good spot for tomorrow, but I am certainly not going to count any chickens before they hatch. So one chicken that has hatched, where I just had lunch, a spot called Grizzly Creek, and I had no interactions. Oh, you know, speaking of bear, I should say I have seen zero sign of another human being whatsoever today. No shoe prints on any earth, no horseshoe prints, nothing in the past couple weeks at least. The only sign I've seen on trail has been bear scat. Looks, I mean, I'm no sort of expert on the matter, but if I had to guess, it's black bear, not grizzly, just off the stack of it, shall we say. Well, there we go, the trail has disappeared again, so I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can't track it down, keep moving, and certainly I'll check in with you guys later on. All right, very good evening, folks. It is 7:14 in the evening, 80.4 degrees. I believe I hear water underneath of this road. I'm on a jackass loop here. Is this sort of gravel road underfoot, and this is gonna be home for the night. I haven't quite set up my tent. I'm not sure where I'm gonna do that. Right over here looks spectacular enough, that's for sure. I want to make sure I rolled 30 miles because that was the late stage target. 29.6. I think I'm gonna have to make that work. 29.7. Yeah, pretty good day. Pretty good day. Definitely had some makeup action to make up for what wound up being a shorter than expected, shorter than planned, shorter than wanted day yesterday. But you know, today was a little bit longer than it was designed to be as well. So tomorrow, meanwhile, is going to be a little bit longer as well, just on account of the fact that I could not close the difference in miles between what I had originally planned to do yesterday with the extra miles that I did today. So that's all fine. Again, tomorrow is kind of budgeted to be a shorter day. Well, 24 miles or whatever. So we could drop another nickel or whatever on top and call it just fine. I think this earth is going to be plenty flat for my purposes. I'm going to go ahead and find my way down to the stream and grab up some water so that I have some filtered and ready in the morning for both coffee and bidet, as she were. Feeling pretty good about it. Feeling pretty good about the day. Definitely a pretty successful bounce back day, I'd say. Coming over 2 passes and then up Hominy Peak. Hominy, I'm pretty sure, in my head that's a southern food, but shame on me. I can't remember exactly what it is, so if you know, drop a comment, because it totally slips my mind. Something else that was slipping my mind earlier today, I was trying to remember the name of a boxer. It was kind of like, he's not my favorite boxer, but he's probably one of the best boxers alive right now. And it took me forever. And honestly, I really like when this happens on trail. I like when there's something I'm trying to think of and I can't quite think of it, and it takes me hours and hours and hours. Just kind of gives my brain something to chew on, and that's really nice, especially now that I have no headphones to hike with over the course of the day on account of grizzly bears. Oh, there's a car coming. I hear it. Anyways, the name of the boxer was Floyd Mayweather. That was the boxer I was thinking about. And with that, geez, he's really moving. All right. Well, whatever. With that, I'm gonna go ahead and set up my tent, bunk up, and turn in, process some videos and all that, get that going. But thanks so much for watching, guys. Again, I'm sorry about yesterday. It was just a bummer day, but you know, I resolved a very long time ago, before getting on the AT, to make these videos honest. You know, for better or worse, I want them to be honest. It's not always super. I'll be honest. I mean, it's not always super fun. And when it's hard, and when it, I mean, you know, when it, for lack of a better word, just when it sucks, I usually just remind myself, like, you know what? It's been, what, 116 days that I've been on trail. It would have been insane to think that I would have stayed home and not had a bad day sometime in 116 days. And frankly, there's a whole lot more good days than there are bad ones. And that's what keeps me moving. So sorry again if yesterday was a bit of a bummer video. I'm sure it was, but you know, that's just what it is sometimes, man. So anyways, yeah, I'll get to it. I will check in with you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow we enter Yellowstone. Super excited. Talk to you then.